Is the cheapest 4K action camera you can get on Amazon any good? Let's find out. What's up everyone, I'm the Everyday Dad. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out. Welcome back to reviewing the cheapest. That's where we go out and we find the cheapest cameras, the cheapest tech. We've even checked out a cheapest lens now. We go out and we find the cheapest whatever, we bring it back here and we let you know, is it actually any good? Is there a way you can save some money? Because look, this tech stuff is expensive. I'm trying to save some money, I know you're trying to save some money, and I want to show you if something's actually a good deal or if it's a cheap piece of crap. So today we've got the cheapest 4K action camera I could find. Looks like it's called 2 Pro? It doesn't actually have like a name. 4K Wi-Fi action camera. So you can see that like the front of the plastic is like already fell off in the mail and it's already coming out, so you know that's gonna be good, right? That's a really good sign. So we do 3 things here on reviewing the cheapest. We find out what comes in the box, then we find out if the product does what it says it can do on the box, and then after all that we take it out to the crucible to see if it can actually survive as a, you know, functional piece of tech for you, or is it a cheap piece of crap that's gonna fall apart the first time you try to use it. We do all that here. So let's get to it. So let's open this 4K Wi-Fi action camera up and see what we got. Like I said, the box was already open, which does not give me a lot of, look at this hair. Whose hair? Can you guys see that? Whose huge hair just came in that action camera? That is gross. Okay, your box was already falling apart and there's a piece of hair hanging out in there. We are not off to a good start with this action camera. We get a user manual. I'm not gonna read that. We got some accessories, which is actually really nice. I like when action cameras come with a lot of accessories, and a lot of times you'll find out that it's really the cheap Chinese cameras that come with all the accessories. Like this thing cost me, ding, amount of dollars, and look at that, it comes with cables, it comes with all sorts of mounts, it comes with a water floaty thing, it comes with extra adhesives and a microfiber cloth and an extra back for the waterproof case. It comes with 2 batteries. These batteries are 1050 milliamp hour batteries, which are pretty good. I mean, that's a lot of battery life for a camera like this. So that's why I get so frustrated with cameras like GoPro or like the Osmo Pocket, where you spend $350 or even up to $400 for this camera, and it comes with no way to mount it to a tripod in the box. This thing comes with a tripod mount right there. It comes with, we'll look at the camera in a second, it comes with all of these things. Like, oh, I get so frustrated. Just buy, look, DJI GoPro. If you're watching, I doubt it, but if you're watching, just buy one of these kits and package it with your cameras from now on. Just give us a way to mount it on a tripod right out of the box. So that's all. It comes with a huge amount of accessories, which is already this camera may or may not be good, but it's already won me over with the accessories. So here's, woo, there's that. It already looks pretty scratched up. So that's, again, I'm not gonna give this thing quality. I'm not gonna give this oh, it's the 2 Pro. I see it now, it's on the camera itself, the 2 Pro. These are all like, look, don't worry about the name brand version of this camera. All of these cheap action cameras are made like, there's like one design that all of these companies buy and then ship out to people, so don't be too wrapped around the axle about that. But let's get it out of this case. Does it get, oh, other way. Okay, let's get it out of the case. What do we got here? So this looks an awful lot like a whole bunch of cheap cameras I've checked out. What was the first, there was an Akaso that was like this. There was an, oh, it comes with 3 batteries because there's a battery in the camera already. Okay, I can definitely get on board with 3 cameras. Looks like we got micro HDMI, micro SD. Looks like a micro USB. We got some buttons there. We got an OK power little display here. Lens, battery. Let's see if it's got any juice in it. No, you got no juice. We are sans juice inside of the camera. Let's see if one of these other batteries has a charge. Maybe they didn't want to put the battery with the charge inside of the camera, you know? I don't know. Maybe it would damage it. Ooh, that did not sound good. Tight fit. We good? Ooh, we got a light. Be unique. That looks like a straight up copy of something else I've seen. I don't know how unique you are with that, but okay, look. It is working. Is it recording? It's counting something down. Yep, no detectable TF card. When have these been called TF cards? This is the second camera I've used. Like that cheap spy camera we checked out a few weeks ago, also called SD cards TF cards. So what's TF? I don't know. If you know, leave a comment down below, but let's see what this thing looks like. let's, where's all my S? Let's pop in like our cheapest, slowest SD card in case it just like destroys it. Let's pop it in there. It always pays to have some cheap SD in case the camera might destroy your SD card. Okay, so we're plugged in. Oh, did it turn off? Oh, let me put the bottom back on here so we don't just like turn off. I'm excited. I love cheap. I just love action cameras. Cheap ones, expensive ones. Action cameras are like my favorite thing on the planet to like review. And you know, I mentioned this a lot to people how much I like action cameras. It says 4K 30. Let's see if we can record. Okay, we're recording, so hey, that's you guys over there. Let's see, so what's up everybody? This is the 2 Pro 4K action camera. We're currently recording at 4K 30 frames per second, and this is, welcome to like a regular video of the channel. This is the image quality and the audio quality you can expect to get out of the 2 Pro. It says 4K Ultra HD, 16 Mage. Can you guys see that? 16 Mage pixels. 16 Mage pixels, so this thing can cast some magic. I'm a Final Fantasy nerd, so mages are something that I talk about all the time. So yeah, this is the image quality and the audio quality. I have no idea how this looks. We literally just took it out of the box. I started recording. I wanted you to see how it looks. So that's pretty funny. That's funny. It looks like the battery's about to die, so we'll stop doing this right now. Will it? It's still recording, even though I hit the stop record button. Okay, so we stopped recording. We'll check out, you guys already know how that looks. I don't. I'm gonna have to review that footage, but what we'll do next is we'll assemble this rig a little bit and then we'll take it outside and we'll see how well it works outside, because these little sensors, I assume this is a teeny tiny little sensor, and they always do really poorly inside, but they do much better under natural lighting outdoors. So let's be a little more fair to it. So let's hop outside, see how the image quality and the audio quality looks, and then, oh yeah, the Crucible. Oh, and something I forgot to mention earlier, if this survives the Crucible, we will be giving this away in the live stream tonight. So stay tuned to see if this survives, and you could potentially win this tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern at our live stream. Okay, now we're going outside. Now, like I said, it's time to check out the image quality and the audio quality out of the 2 Pro, the cheapest 4K action camera we could find. Super excited. Now, I will say, after reviewing the footage indoors, this thing shoots in 30.3 frames per second. Now, you may be like, well, everyday dad, that's only 0.3 extra frames per second. Well, that can cause havoc with your editing program. So what you saw last night was a screen recording of me watching it on my computer, because that works. But trying to edit added a lot of flashes in the middle that I didn't want to mess with. And I wasn't going to leave them in because that will give people headaches. So if you are looking at a $24 action camera, you're probably not going to also conform footage to work for a project, because that's like more advanced level stuff. So I'm not gonna do that for this because ain't nobody got time for it. But let's see, I messed with some of the settings earlier today, so let's find out, is it still gonna work? And we're gonna do it through the case, because why not? Be unique. Be unique, look at that guy. Look at it, woo, woo, okay. Okay, we also dropped it into 2.7K as opposed to 4K, just to see if that helps a little bit. So, did it work? Okay, we are now recording. So hey, there's you guys. Hey, what's up everybody? There's me, there's you, there's all of us, there's another me. There's another me over there, there's backup camera. You know, we're still trying you out even though we're not totally sold on you yet. So this is the video quality at least. You'll be able to see the video quality. Audio quality we'll see as we go on. But this is the video quality and potentially the audio quality out of the 2 Pro 4K action camera, which again is the cheapest 4K action camera I could find on Amazon. And we saw the price last night, if I remember correctly, it was about $24. No stabilization built into this thing, nothing, just a pretty standard GoPro clone. It's not gonna wow anybody for image quality, but here's hoping that you know, it's usable for the price. You know, it does have a screen on the back, which is pretty impressive for a $24 camera. You know, there are action cameras that are more expensive than this that don't have a screen on it at all. So I do like at least that if they're going to copy something, they're copying something that works, you know, better than, you know, not having certain features at all. So this is the image quality, and thanks to the magic of editing, okay, that was way, way better. So I switched it from 4K to 2.7K, and the footage actually worked with my editing software. There was no big problems of any sort that I was able to see, except that the lens was really gross and the image quality was pretty bad because it was in this case. So we're gonna be fair to it. We're gonna give it another shot without the case on to see how much it looks better, how much it sounds better, and then we'll go from there. Because I do want to be fair. I want to be fair. We got to be magnanimous to the cheap tech, right? So record. Well, let's put this down. Case is down. Okay, hey, there's you guys again. There's backup you guys that is not focused on me anymore. Let's focus on me again. Face tracking, hooray! Okay, so that's you guys, that's backup you guys. And this again is the image quality coming out of the 2 Pro 4K Ultra HD 16 megapixels photo with no case on. Again, we're shooting in 2.7K at 30 instead of 4K because the 4K does not play well with Final Cut Pro X. But the 2.7K, I mean, works as well as you can expect a $24 action camera to work, which is, you know, it's perfectly fine. I was getting ready to just give up on this camera because the 4K was just so bad. The reason there's not a lot of that footage in the video from earlier is because it was making me nauseous to edit. And if I'm getting nauseous, I definitely don't want you guys to be nauseous while watching the video. So, okay, so again, this is the 2.7K at 30 frames per second. Hopefully it looks better. I'm not covering the microphones, am I? Nope, no microphones are being covered. Okay. I want to be fair. Again, I want to be fair. Okay, so again, you guys know what that looks like. I've got to go review it, so. Okay, we're back. You may have noticed that we're reframed again because it's time. We reviewed the footage. The image quality looks okay for 24 bucks. The audio quality is pretty rough, but I think also okay for 24 bucks. However, the problem is going to be that the two are not synced up. So the audio and the video are not synced in the slightest. So that's probably going to be pretty rough if you're trying to do this for anything that requires like the human voice, right? So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So sometimes, I mean, that could be perfectly fine if you're not trying to record audio, maybe. But if you are trying to use audio, then no. But the reason we're in the new framing that's at about 50 millimeters and we're standing back and we got everything ready, we got some more space. It's time for the 2 Pro to enter the Crucible, and the Crucible is my backyard. Don't laugh, showing some bigger, tougher cameras than this, you know. And since it came with, to show you all that I'm not hard-hearted, I'm not just here to try to break stuff. I do, you know, want to find out if it's better for you guys. I'm not just some monster. I mean, I do really enjoy this, but we're gonna let it do it in its case. It came with a waterproof durable case, so we're gonna see how it works with the waterproof durable case on. So what we do in the Crucible is we're gonna drop it 4 times. Then after we drop it, we're gonna see what's wrong, we're gonna see if it's broken, and if it's not broken, we're gonna give it away tonight in our live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern. But let's just get to it. Number 1. Number 1, no physical damage to the case. Well, the case is already kind of okay. So don't hold it against the case because the case was already gross before we started. So the Crucible, I don't know how much it's actually doing to it. So that was number 1. Number 2. Okay, still nothing. Still looks pretty good. Number 3. I have a feeling that this is going to be uneventful because we let it stay in its case. But, you know, that's part of it. It's not just here. We're not just here to break stuff. So that was number 3. Number 4. It's so much easier to do this with a camera with autofocus. Like, I've been doing this with the Lumix G9 that I don't trust the autofocus on, so I had to mess with everything. But now we're back in the Z6. I'm like, oh, the autofocus just works. Okay, so let's check it out. That was 4 drops. Oh, we got face tracking on. Don't look at my face. Don't look at my face, camera. There we go. So we got 4 drops. I see there's a little bit of damage, like right here on the case. There's some scratches, there's stuff, but it's, I mean, there's some scratches and stuff, but it's a pretty durable case. So let's pop it. Let's see if it still works. Uh-oh, can you guys see that? It's fake. It's turning on. Will it turn on all the way though? Hooray, it turned on all the way. So that's awesome. So again, you know, reviewing the cheapest is not just about destroying stuff. It's about actually finding out, hey, will this cheap tech work for you guys? Because again, we're all trying to save money, so is there a way to find like the cheapest thing and will it work? Like last week we found out that the cheapest lens, the cheapest EF 50mm 1.8 lens was actually pretty darn good for 50 bucks. Like that was pretty impressive and pretty darn good. This one, the 2 Pro action camera, would I recommend this? It depends. So if you're just trying to do like So if you're just trying to give maybe, and again, this is something that we recommend a lot here on Reviewing the Cheapest, if you're trying to give like your kid their first action camera and you're trying to like spend as little amount of money as possible, then yeah, I would maybe give them the 2 Pro. But just if you're trying to do something that requires video and audio, then no, I would not recommend it because, you know, the syncing is not working. And unless you want to like detach all the audio and move it around, and maybe you could get it to work, but I have a feeling that you'd never actually be able to get the 2 to sync because they're on 2 different, I don't know, speeds? Does that, I'm not an expert, but I assume they're on 2 different speeds, so you probably would never be able to get them to sync up no matter how much time you spent in your editing software. So if you want a cheap camera to destroy and have a good time with, then yeah, I would say get the 2 Pro. If you're looking for something a little more serious, then no, I would not say get the 2 Pro. And if you need audio at all, then absolutely do not get this. But you know what? We had a good time checking it out anyway. Was it the most expensive? Nope. Was it the highest quality? Absolutely not. But it was the cheapest. Thanks for watching.